Hello, everyone, and nobody. As y'all can see, uh, I'm out here in this awful weather. I hate Houston weather. I really, really do. Um, it is so stupid. And I had to get out the joys of having children. Um, my youngest daughter's friend had a birthday. I think her birthday's today. Go! Wow, you lied to me. You had on your blinker light and didn't even go. Um, her birthday is today, so they're going to the mall. Then after the mall, they're gonna go to a jumping place, and then to go eat seafood. So yes, I'm out and about in this nasty weather, not enjoying it at all. And another thing is I created a video, a little mini video about my journey into HR and how and why I got into HR. I uploaded it before I left the house, and somehow it got deleted. AKA me, I accidentally deleted the video. I was trying to delete a draft and I accidentally deleted it. So I have to go all the way back in and re-upload the video. I hate myself for that. Because I said I was gonna start doing HR videos. Just how I got into HR. Um, a video on HR isn't what I thought it was gonna be because it really isn't. Some things I can deal without. My favorite part of HR is employee relations, and that's kind of weird, but I like the employee relations. Like when people have issues or a complaint, then they come to me. And that's why I tell people, don't trust your coworkers because they will snitch. Why my face looks so ashy? They will snitch. Because in all honesty, I'm a chocolate brown. Or maybe I just like to think it. Now I'm looking a little ashy brown. But anyways, I always tell people, do not trust your coworkers because they will snitch and they will have evidence to back themselves up. But that's my favorite part is employee relations. Um, my least favorite part is like all of the analytical stuff I have to do. Hey T, you look great. Thank you. I thought I looked a little ashy in my face. My face match my hands, I guess so. I thought I looked real ashy looking. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And then they are doing so much construction, and I'm like, y'all know people don't know how to drive. Ooh wee, shucky ducky, quack quack. On these Houston streets, they want to do all this construction. They know I can't drive. Don't do construction where I'm driving. Uh, hey, queen. But yeah, my favorite part of HR is the employee relations part, and that's most people's least favorite. But I like getting in people business, and I am an investigator at heart. I probably should have been a lawyer because I let people know, like, don't lie to me. Because if you lie to me, I'm gonna find out. Because your coworkers are gonna tell me. They get so frightened when it comes to HR. They're gonna tell me, and not only are they gonna tell me, they're gonna provide me with the evidence that I need to terminate you. I was watching a video. Oh, sorry, I gotta call. I was watching a video the other day, and it was like HR is for the company. Don't go and complain to HR. Look all my makeup up here. Let's see. Okay. Because I don't want y'all to be like, oh, it's all dirty, my makeup. Um, don't go to HR because HR is for the company. And if you go to HR and you complain about your manager, they're going to go and tell your manager and you're going to get fired. And I'm like, what the hell? That is so not the case. And I hate that they put that out there because unfortunately, y'all look too close to my car. Two big old trucks and I'm in this little big Tesla. Unfortunately, most people think that, and a lot of things don't get resolved, and a lot of things go under the radar because people are quiet. And I'm like, no, come and tell me if something is going on. I signed a confidentiality agreement and I'm going to make you sign one too. It's midnight in Ireland. Oh my gosh. It is almost 6 o'clock here in Houston. But I'm like, no, you need to tell me what's going on because I can't fix it if I don't know. And I signed a confidentiality agreement. You have to sign a confidentiality agreement, so we can't go and tell people. And I have a zero tolerance for retaliation. So if you think you're being retaliated on because you spoke up, I'm going after them guns blazing. 100%. Don't play with me. So I'm like, why would you create a video and just continue on with that narrative that HR is for the company and you go and complain, then they're going to go and straight and tell the person that you complained on, and then they're going to figure out a way to get you fired. And it's like, no, that's not how it is with us. And people need to stop the lying. Stop the lying. Because what happens is, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what happens. What happens is, you don't say anything. All this stuff is going on. Your manager is a butthole. He just acting stupid, being a jerk to everybody. He's not doing his job. He got everybody else doing his job. He leave and he go and come as he please, and nobody says anything. Yes, I'm in Houston. Ooh. Nobody says anything, right? And then when you get in trouble, your manager calls me because he has to call me to get permission to write you up or to terminate you or whatever the case may be. He calls me to get permission to write you up, right? And then when you get the write up and I'm present for to present it to you, right? Then you want to start complaining and be like, oh, I want to talk to HR in private. I'm gonna let them know everything that's going on. And then you come to me and you want to snitch and tell everything. Oh, the manager be acting up. He's selling this, he doing that. Then my first thought is, why didn't you speak up beforehand? And it's real convenient that you speaking up now that you're in trouble rather than before. So now is not the time because now I'm thinking you're trying to retaliate against them. So, no. So that's probably where that stigma came about, is because most employees wait to speak up when they're in trouble. And that's not the time. You need to speak up before. Because I'm going to think you lying just to cover your behind or just so that you don't get in trouble and your write-up is already done, honey. Honey, child, sir, ma'am. And so I think that's where that stigma comes in at. So if you're having an issue at your job with your manager or coworker, anybody, you need to speak up as soon as possible. And then you also need to have some type of documentation. Always ask for some type of documentation. Like if your manager is basically want to write you up for performance. Hey, can you smile at the camera for me? Smile for what? I'm an angry black woman. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But say, for instance, your manager writes you up for performance, right? And say, I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. I thought you do. Don't you be sorry. It's okay. They want to write you up for performance issues. And then you're like, hey, he want to write me up because I'm not performing, but I didn't receive the training, you know? Um, and I've asked for additional training. They didn't really train me. They just kind of threw me in. That is the manager's problem, right? But we have to keep in mind, if you don't ask for additional training or if you don't let someone know that you don't feel like you received the correct training, or if you don't let people know, hey, I need some additional training, not only verbally, but in writing as well, then it's your word against theirs. So always tell people, thank you for the hearts, whoever's doing that. Always tell people, whatever you do, back it up in writing. Send an email. Let them know, hey, um, I need some additional training. The training that you provided, although it helped me out a lot, I don't think it's sufficient enough for me to do my job in the manner that I think is expected of me. Can I have some additional training? You have that verbal conversation with them, but you also have that conversation via email. Hey, just following up on our conversation about my request for additional training. These are the areas that I need some additional training in. Can you please respond back as soon as possible with the schedule for my additional training? I look forward to hearing from you soon. Oh, I'm gonna get what is it called? Pazita, a pazizazazia, and I'm so hungry. I hope they still have this still. But that's how you do it. You always have some type of evidence to back yourself up in times of needs like this, because the managers will try to play with you. And they are not scared of HR. Y'all scared. But they call us and let us know, hey, I'm having this issue with this employee. What can I do? And that's all we hear from is the managers. We don't hear from employees, hey, I'm having issues with this manager. What should I do? Why y'all not speaking up? Why y'all so scared? If you're doing your job and you're doing what you're supposed to do, there's no reason for you to be scared. What you scared for? Oh, I forgot my credit card at home. I got somebody's card that I'm gonna pay for. But why are you scared to talk to HR? Tell the truth. Because if you don't, like I said, I'm gonna find out. I am like the investigator of the investigators. I will spend all day talking to any and everybody to get down to the truth. Hold your mule. I'm about to order me a pizza.
Hi. Hello, how can I help you today?
Hello. Can I get a what kind of pizza it is? A meaty pizza, please.
A meaty pizza? Alright.
And that'll be all.
This be all?
Uh-huh.
Alright, your total will be $5.41.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm always nice to the customer service people, while the people in the service industry, because it's a hard job and they don't get paid that much. So I'm like, why y'all gotta be rude to these people? Now, granted, some of them are rude, and I'm like, if you don't like your job, why are you working here? Why are you working here, sir, ma'am? Let me see. I don't think I have my credit card. I might have to use my bank, which I hate using, because if fraud happens, it's so hard to get your money back. So I prefer to use my credit card. But I think I gave it to my daughter, and she might still have it. I think I gave it to her to get food for dinner last night because she cooked dinner. Did I eat it? Absolutely not. um. Anyways, yeah, Shalaski's have this deal. If y'all have a Shalaski's in your area, and I'm gonna show you the pizza. Um. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday after 5 p.m., you get a $5 pizza. And I'm telling you, the pizza is big. It's really enough for 2 people. Now, my kids don't, well, my youngest daughter doesn't really like it. But me, I'm an adult, so it's like I'll like it if it's $5. I so will like it if it's $5. Um, but yeah, stop being scared to go to HR. All HR people are not bad. But you know what? I remember the 21st night of December. So don't play with me. Um. Anyways, y'all know. I'm pretty sure y'all know. I've been watching Peaches McIntyre. She's a big social media. She's not even an influencer. She's like I will call it, I guess, like a social media entertainer. Um. But she's really big on all platforms. And I used to say she's big for acting a fool because that she does. You can always count on Peaches to act a fool. But as I continued to watch her, I was like, she's just living her authentic life out loud on the internet of the net and getting paid. She tells it all. And many people be like, they think she's lying because she has some issues with her mom. And she says that her mom made her bath in her dirty bath water and pushed her to be fast and talk to boys and wouldn't pick her up for work and took all her Barbie dolls and told her she's too old to play. And so she doesn't have a relationship with her mom. And many people be like, she's lying. And I'm like, I don't think that woman lying. Maybe it's just me, and generally I have a good intuition when it comes to these things. Y'all see how ugly it is outside. I have a good intuition when it comes to these things, and I just don't think this woman lying. I do think that she comes here as her authentic self. And everybody's experiences and perspectives are different. Two people can have the same experience, the same exact experience, and come out with a different perspective and a different story. And what I've learned is they're not wrong for what they experienced. It's just their perspective. And I hate to hear people argue over that type of stuff. Now, it is a such thing as you just lying. Ain't never take your Barbie dolls and say you too old to play with it. But me as a parent, you might have done that. You might have said, "Hey, good thing it's not ugly inside." Thank you, because some people, it's like I'd rather be ugly on the outside than the inside. I don't know who those people are. But I also believe if you ugly on the inside, if you have an ugly mind and spirit and you just ugly towards people, then it will eventually come out on the outside. You will eventually turn ugly. So it's one and the same. But I don't think that woman lying about her experiences with her mother. Now, granted, I am a parent myself, and we make mistakes. There are parenting books, but there aren't any parenting books. And team, make sure you're subscribed to me. There aren't any parenting books, so we make mistakes, and I think everybody should be given grace. But like I said, she's not talking to her mom, which is her choice. Sometimes you do have to separate yourself and handle people from a distance to protect your own sanity. But I do think that people should be given grace. But if you had a traumatic childhood and then you go into adulthood and they treat you the same exact way, I think you have every right to separate yourself. But if you have a traumatic childhood and then as an adult, the relationship gets better, then I think that's when you should be able to give people chances. Thank you, T. But everybody be like, she lying. Her mama even got on there talking about she lying. And I just don't think the woman is lying. And she gets on her lives and she will cuss you out in a quick minute for the simplest things. Like somebody was like, that they watched a video of somebody bashing her. And she was like, I don't know why everybody bashes you. And I watched a video where a woman was bashing you for like 3 hours long. And I was commenting saying, hey, don't bash Peaches. And Peaches went off. She was like, why the F are you watching them? Why are you giving them any type of time? And block the person. And I was like, I think how you have two sides, a good side and a bad side. I don't like to use the angel and devil because that's no such thing. So you have a good and bad side. I think she's everyone's bad side because if you think about it, it's like, if you're a supporter of her, why would you watch a video of somebody bashing her? Like, you ain't no real supporter. I'm gonna have my pizza ready. So she just talks without thinking, and I'm fine with that. Hold on, you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Card. Thank you.
And so she just says what she want to say, and she don't care, which I am perfectly fine with that. And she blocked her. She was so serious. Some of the comments I don't think are meant to be rude or anything, and she just goes off for no reason.
Here's your receipt card. And then here's your pizza.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. I'm gonna show y'all this pizza for $5, and it has gotten dark. And let's see, because if y'all have a Shaloski's, however you pronounce it, this is a really good deal. I'm about to eat it because I'm about to go home, be by myself. So I'm gonna lay in my bed, watch some television. I'm trying to pull over somewhere, watch some television, and eat my but I want y'all to see it. Because for $5, it's pretty good. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell the size on the camera, but it's pretty good for $5. And they have different kinds too. But it's only on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mm. And they always make it hot to order because you have to wait. Can y'all see it? There we go. It's pretty big. And this is meaty. So 1, 2, 3. So this is about half of it with 3 slices. And that's all I need to be full. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's all I need is about 3 slices to be full. And that's without eating the crust. Because most people eat the crust. And that helps them get full. I don't. I'm not really a bread person. So I don't like much bread. So, no, I'm not eating the crust. I like meat. Where's the meat? Or what does Arby say? I'm going to put in my GPS so I know how to get home. Oh, please don't hit me. And I need to get back over because I think this is my turn. Yep, it is. I hate ugly days like this. I really want some tea. To drink some coffee and drink some tea on rainy, nasty days like this. I want to try, I saw somebody on YouTube where they put cinnamon sticks in their tea. And I really want to try it and see if it makes a difference. But yeah, Peaches be going off on everybody. And she's making her money doing it by being entertaining because believe it or not, that's what we get on social media for, is to be entertained. And another thing is I don't take everything on social media. Oh, it is hot. It's burning me up. I don't take everything on social media serious because it's for entertainment. And sometimes people get upset with me or something, but I'm like, social media is not real life. And I was quiet because this truck is making a lot of noise. I get so paranoid with cars making noise, and I have a Tesla, so it don't really make noise, but I still get paranoid when I hear noises. Because I don't like for cars to make noises, which is so weird, but I don't think they should make noises. I think if it makes noise, something is wrong. You hearing something, you need to go to Firestone or somewhere. But anyways, social media is for entertainment purposes only. You should not live your life on social media. Social media should not be your Bible. Thank you, T. It's good, especially for $5. The pizza is really good for $5. And like I said, it can feed 2 people and you'll get full. And then you can add a salad to it for $5. And I do want to try their salads, but I'm like, I'm not gonna say pizza and salad. That's just too greedy, and I'm not gonna eat it all. It's gonna go to waste. But yeah, this social media stuff is for entertainment purposes only. Some people actually use it as their diary or their journal, and they get on here and they vent how they feel, which I'm all for that too. You know, any type of positive outlet, so you don't just hold it in and you blow up. Because that's what happens when you hold things in until the pressure builds and you just blow up, and people like, oh, she spazzed out for nothing. And it's like, no, I did not spaz out for nothing. You've been trying me until I couldn't be trying no more. So yeah, I went off, but it wasn't for nothing. Don't try to make me seem crazy. But truthfully, I think all women are slightly crazy. I try to tell people we're all the same. You know, the good, bad, and the ugly. We're all the same. We all talk a lot. As y'all can see, I can jump from subject to subject to subject to subject. We all talk a lot. I know y'all men don't like to hear us talk, but we all talk a lot. And we're all gonna nag at some point in time. Especially if you ain't doing right. You do right, we won't have to nag. So, like, we're all a little crazy. You push me to that extent, I will show you crazy. You know, a long, long time ago, and I had to be between like 19 and 22. I got the worst advice ever from my big sister. It's crazy. So I was having issues with my boyfriend, which is my kid's father, and I had just had a baby. So my hormones and my emotions and everything was probably all over the place, right? And the advice she gave me, she was like, tear the whole house up. Oh, it's getting dark. She was like, tear the whole house up. Take everything out of the cabinets in the kitchen. Take all the pillows off the couch. Take all the clothes off the hanger. Tear the whole house up. Act a fool. Just tear it up. Tear it up, and then when he get there, you leave him there. Not only do you leave him there, you leave him there with the baby. Because I had a baby. And my baby wasn't even, I don't even think she was one. Well, she wasn't walking. Worst advice ever. So he pissed me off. I take all of the food out of the cabinets. I open up the refrigerator. I knock stuff down. I take all of the cushions off the couch. I get in the closet. I take all of the clothes off the hangers. I go into the laundry room. I dump out all the laundry on the floor. Like I go to work and tear the whole house up. Now, granted, he's older than me. I think he's like 8 years older than me. I just tear the whole house up. He walks in the door, I walk out. Now, at this time, we only had one car, so we were sharing cars. So I told my sister, and my sister is 5 years older than me. Y'all, it's so dark, y'all can't see me. Okay, so my sister is 5 years older than me, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tear the house up. You be outside waiting for me, right? So I tear the house up. He comes in. I just walk out, leave him with the baby, because she's like, leave the baby there, because if you don't and you take the baby, he's gonna go out and have fun and enjoy him. Leave him stuck with the baby. And I'm like, cool. It sounds like a good idea to me. And this is my big sister. She had kids. She had a long-term boyfriend. They ended up getting married. That's another story for another time. But I'm like, cool. It makes sense to me in my young, immature mind. Tear up everything. He walks in. I walk out. Leave the baby. I stay gone for 3 days at her house, of course. I come back home because, of course, it's only so much sleeping on the couch that you can do. So I come back home, and guess what? The mess is there waiting for me. I'm like, oh no. I made this mess and I gotta clean it up. And he looked me dead in my eye. Turn. He looks me dead in my eye. He's like, don't you ever do that again. And I'm like, I'm thinking 3 days. He had the nerve to sit in that house for 3 days in that mess to leave for me to clean up. Oh my lenses. Worst advice ever. And that's when I learned that was a critical time in my life, because that's when I learned, A, stop putting people in your business, and B, whatever advice somebody gives you is going to be bad. So I'd rather, this is how my mind works. I'd rather make the decision myself, and if it's bad, I'd rather suffer those consequences or whatever that comes with my bad decision. I'd rather do that on my own than to take bad advice from someone else and then have to deal with the consequences. Because I believe it shouldn't be my consequences, it should be yours. This was your advice. You should be dealing with these consequences, not me. What the hell? And we laugh about it to this day. To this day, we laugh about it. But yeah, I think that was meant to happen because it was a lesson learned. And from then on, I never put people in my business. All the crazy stuff I did it on my own. Ain't nobody know about it. Can't nobody speak on it but the person I'm with. And if the person I'm with speak on the crazy stuff that I do, I ain't supposed to be with you. You keep the crazy business between you and I. Everybody don't need to know I'm a little psycho crazy, right? Because you should be embarrassed that you with a psycho crazy woman. That shouldn't mean nothing you proud of because you're not gonna leave me. You gonna stay right beside me. Like that woman said, that's my man, I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm your woman, you gonna stick beside me with all my craziness. So another time I was mad and I knew I couldn't pull certain stuff with this person that I was in a relationship with. I'm like, certain stuff, you just can't do with everybody. Excuse me, it ain't gonna fly, right? Because that person will leave you. And so I was so mad, and the crazy was seeping up to my spirit. The crazy was seeping up to my spirit, and I was thinking all kind of crazy stuff, but I couldn't do it because this person, you don't mess with this person. And so the only thing I could think of was turn all the lights on in the house and make their light bill high. So I went and all my crazy and turned on every single light. And they had a big house, a 2-story, huge house. I went and turned on all the lights on in their house. Yeah, but I've done some crazy stuff back in my day. I'm saying every woman is crazy to a certain extent, especially if you push us there. But we can't really blame the man because I'm really big on, you take responsibility for what you do. Nobody is in control of you, and if you allow somebody to control you to that extent, to where you're doing crazy stuff, then that's not good. So I'm like, nobody controls me. Nobody makes me do the crazy stuff. I do it because that's what I want to do. Because I'm certified crazy, and that's what I want to do. You got a problem? But anyways, thank y'all so much for joining my live. I am almost to the crib, and I'm going to lay in bed. I'm going to eat my pizza, and I'm going to watch television. I don't think any of my ratchet shows are available, so I'm just going to watch Tracker, I think. So, thank you all for joining me. Hope to see you guys again soon. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, or what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe. Subscribe. Do me the favor. Bye.